right, guys, we're sitting out here right in back of a house that we just took down. We're about halfway done with the work, but we figured we'd just take a step back and take a time to reflect. So today I want to talk about the battleground that lives inside of each and every one of our minds, because it's real, right? It's a spiritual war as much as it is a physical war, right? We get out every single day and we have new challenges and hardships that we have to face, right? And let's be real, every single one of us deals with our own demons, our own struggles, and we have to find a way to cope with that. And Christian and myself have been talking a lot about winning that battle in your mind, because it's a very real thing. And I don't think enough people really talk about that. So I just wanted to open up the discussion and talk, a little bit about our personal journeys, the struggles, the triumphs, and the growth process in between. Because I feel like it's so necessary for people to see that, from the ground up. Like a seed has to first die and be buried before it can sprout up and bring new life. And I think that our lives can be seen very much the same, because we have to go through struggles and challenges, because on the other side of those, we become a much better person in character and spirit, right? So with that being said, let's talk about your experience. We had, a lot of challenges earlier this year as far as trying to build a business, trying to get our lead flow up and close deals. There was months where we're still having to pay employees, keep the ball rolling, but we didn't close a lot, right?
Right.
What was that like? How did it feel?
It was tough, man, and but I think that we needed those low points, because that really taught us that we'll never give up. Like, that really just solidified and showed that what we got is coming. Like, we kept pushing, we kept going, we didn't quit. We could have just threw in the white towel and just gave up everything, but we didn't. We stuck it through, we talked every day, and we just kept each other afloat, man. I told you that, what we were going through, and it was tough. There were some points where, I wanted to give up, you wanted to give up, but we just kept telling ourselves, like, man, we're gonna really get across this ocean one day. It might not be tomorrow, it might not be next month, but eventually we're gonna find a process for this. We're gonna figure it out. That was the thing, because that's all we said. We're gonna figure this out, and I think that's what did it. Just by telling ourselves that there was no other option. There's no going back. From the journey we've had from when we started, we started it. And we just told ourselves continuously that we're gonna finish what we started. But it's been a journey. It's been a journey, man.
It absolutely has.
It's been a while.
And every single winner, every high achiever or successful person, viewed in the world's eyes, they've all had a point where they felt like quitting. In fact, I can guarantee you, even at that next level, there's still many points where you feel like giving up, because it's not easy, right? Just like anything else in life, relationships, work, you have to put in the work. You have to lay that foundation and make sure that every single day you're investing in those things that truly matter.
Absolutely.
Because if you're not investing in things that matter, then they get overlooked, and things that get overlooked, can get polluted, right? You think about the weeds out here in this yard, and if you're not watering your grass every day and taking up those little pests and the weeds, and purifying yourself of all that yuck, then you're gonna get clouded. Your memory's gonna get confused, and there's just gonna be too many moving parts. And when you lose that center and that clarity, that's when mistakes happen. That's when the ball gets dropped, and that's where a lot of people end up giving up. So no matter where you're at, no matter what stage you are, maybe you're trying to build a business, right? Maybe you're struggling with relational turmoil, or trying to mend your marriage, whatever it might look like. We all deal with different struggles every single day. And I think the fact of the matter, and the most important thing that you need to grasp, is that every single day is a new opportunity to become a better version of yourself, right? And every single day you have a second chance to try to build that foundation, and bring that house from the ground up, because everything starts at the bottom, right? Everything starts in that dirt. And you have to go through that dirt, and you got to sift through it, and eventually you're going to find that one little nugget, that one little gold piece, that's going to help you to push the needle forward. You know, maybe it's a better system or a better process, a better marketing technique. Maybe it's meeting a business partner, you know, or a best friend. Whatever that might be, everyone's story is different. And I encourage you just to be the author of your life, because you have the pen, right? And the rest of your life is still unwritten. So just figure out what story you have to tell and get out there and start telling it, right?
That's really all it is. You gotta put yourself out there. You know, you gotta put yourself out there. Take a risk, man. Take a jump. Too many of you guys are scared to take jumps, but I'm telling you, you're gonna find the better self of you. Better version of yourself is when you get outside of your comfort zone and you really start telling yourself, man, that all these things that you want, right? You want the new car, you want this house, you want a better marriage, right? You want all these things that, you know, that you dream about. Well, really the only way to achieve those things is stepping out of your comfort zone, really just making that jump. If you just stay stagnant, if you just keep doing the same thing, you're never really ever going to achieve that. You know, it's just going to be repeat the same things, repeat the same results. It's really all it is, man. You got to change your mindset, change your life, but the only way to do it is just to take action on it.
Yep, it's huge.
You just got to take action. I mean, that's what it took for me. I stopped making excuses for myself. I stopped telling myself that, you know, I'm not smart enough or I don't know enough about this, right? All it took was just actually going out and doing it. Falling flat on my face a million times and then getting back every single time. But you're gonna fall flat. You're gonna fail a lot. But during those moments, just understand that this is the process. There's beauty in it.
That's it.
There's beauty in all of that, man. There's beauty in the struggle. Like, no matter what, even if you have a little right now, just be grateful as hell for that. So I'm telling you, man, like, there's a lot of people out there that have it a lot worse, and they wish they could be sitting in your shoes right now. Trust me. Because I've been there myself. I know what it's like to be under there, feel like a victim, and you got to get that victim mentality out of your head, because no one's going to help you.
Yep.
You got to help yourself. Obviously, God has your back, but at the same time, you have to understand that He also wants to see you do it for yourself. And He's going to push you every single way to get to that maximum point and put you under that pressure to see if you're going to fold or you're going to swing. So that's what it is, man. He is. He puts us under test every single day. I'm a firm believer in that. You know, I feel like I'm put to a test every day. How you handle certain situations with people.
Yeah.
You notice that? Like when you get a certain conflicts or you know, you might disagree with something, but sometimes the best thing to do is just try to understand that you gotta just sometimes drop the ego and just try to find comfort in any kind of altercation situation. Just understand that some people aren't always going to agree with you, and that's okay. Some people aren't always going to believe in you, but that's fine, man. You can't take everybody with you. You just can't. So, I mean, that's honestly what it really takes, man.
It is.
It really does.
And bouncing off of that too, like, our faith cannot remain stagnant. You know, faith requires action. Faith is believing that something is real before it's come into existence, right? So in order to truly have faith, you need to look at, you know, each situation or each challenge. Maybe you're trying to build a business or you're afraid to step out and build a business. Well, the first step in making that real, making it a reality, is acting on that faith, like he was touching on, right? Faith without action is dead, right? So every single day you should be trying to figure out what your calling and purpose is, and then create a plan on how you're going to bring that into fruition. When you're able to do that, that's when you start to connect the dots. And in many cases, like Steve Jobs said, the dots are connected backwards. In many cases, your past is going to be the best indication, the best storyteller on what you're called into for the future. Because a lot of cases we're called back into the darkness, back into the struggle, because that's not only where the growth happened, but that's where a lot of other people are reaching up, looking for advice, looking for an example. And when you're able to connect on that type of a level, that's where transformation happens. So just think about where you're at in your life, in your journey, you know, whatever you might be going through. Again, every day is a second chance. And be grateful for the struggles that you do have, because there's another individual that's praying for those same struggles. To take that a step further, the struggles that you're going through now, you might have prayed for 5 years ago or 5 months ago. And when those things come into fruition, like you're praying for a marriage or a family or children, and and now they're your burdens today, open up your eyes and reflect on that and think about your current situation and the thing that you're griping and complaining about, and it's probably something that you once prayed for. So meditate on that for a minute. When that settles in, figure out what your next action step is to start bringing your vision into reality.